The galaxy had grown comfortable, too comfortable. For years, alien empires moved their fleets without fear, believing humans were weak, quiet, and unimportant. Most species thought humanity had no real strength, no great fleets, no dangerous weapons, no power worth noticing. But they were wrong. Far away on the edge of the Orion Arm, a small patrol group from the Vraytech Empire drifted through the darkness. Their commander, Zaltor, scanned empty space, bored and confident. Nothing ever happened in this quiet region. Then something changed. A strange distortion appeared on their sensors, soft, faint, and cold. Not a ship, not an asteroid. Something else. Something hiding. Zaltor frowned. "Run a deep scan," he ordered. The moment the scan activated, alarms exploded across the bridge. The distortion expanded, tearing through the darkness like a silent storm. A massive outline took shape, slow, calm, and terrifying. A warship, not Vraytech, not any alien design. Human, a gigantic human vessel slowly decloaked, revealing a dark metal surface covered in glowing blue lines. It was bigger than any battleship they had ever recorded. Older, stronger, like a ghost returning from the dead. The crew stared in silence. The ship carried no weapons online, no shields raised, and no signs of aggression. But its presence alone felt like a warning. Zaltor whispered, This is impossible. Humans cannot build something like this." But the ship wasn't built recently. It had been hidden, waiting, watching. The human vessel activated a single light, an identification beacon. No message, no greeting, just a signal that echoed across thousands of systems. And suddenly, every major empire felt the same cold realization. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy's arrogance was about to be punished. News of the decloaked human vessel spread like fire. Every major empire received the same silent signal. No words, no demands, just a cold reminder that humanity still existed and had grown stronger in the shadows. In the Grand Vraytech Council Hall, leaders argued in panic. Some wanted peace. Others wanted to strike first. Most believed the same lie. Humans are weak. The ship is a trick. To prove their strength, the Vraytech commanders made a fatal decision. They sent a destroyer squadron to intercept the mysterious human vessel. Their goal was simple: force the ship to surrender or destroy it. It was arrogance at its peak. As the destroyers arrived near the giant human warship, their captains felt a strange pressure, like space itself was heavier. The human vessel did not move. It floated silently, almost peaceful, like a sleeping titan. Commander Arrogance laughed. "They hide behind tricks. Fire a warning shot." A single plasma bolt shot across the void and struck the human ship's hull. Nothing happened. No damage. No shield flare. Just silence. Arrogance fired again, stronger this time. Still nothing. His crew grew nervous. Sir absorbed the blast. The human vessel slowly powered up. Its glowing blue lines brightened like veins waking inside a giant creature. No weapons activated. No missiles launched. Instead, a deep pulse radiated outward, silent but powerful enough to disable every alien destroyer in seconds. Their engines died. Their shields collapsed. Their weapons shut down. Total helplessness. Arrogance shouted, "What kind of technology is this?" But the human ship finally responded, with a single message transmitted to every empire. "You ignored us. You mocked us. Now you will understand the cost." And across the stars, everyone knew the real war had just begun. The shutdown of the Vraytech destroyers shocked the entire galaxy. Empires that once laughed at humanity now stared at the report in silent disbelief. A single human vessel had disabled a full squadron without firing a weapon. For the first time in decades, alien leaders felt something unusual. Fear. Inside the Galactic High Council chamber, a massive circular hall filled with representatives from 50 species. The atmosphere was tense. Holograms of the human vessel floated in the center, rotating slowly like a quiet warning. Counselor Miros, a tall insectoid of the KRYDH Dominion, clicked nervously. How can a species with no known fleets build such a ship? Counselor Viral of the Zephyrin Alliance whispered, "Maybe they didn't build it. Maybe they found something ancient." That idea alone sent shivers across the room. But the Vraytech representative, Lord Zaltor, stood furious. His voice echoed across the chamber. "This is human deception. We should strike now before they reveal more ships." Miros clicked back sharply. "Strike? Your destroyers were shut down by a single pulse. If humanity has more vessels like this, we will lose." Silence spread across the hall. Every species realized the truth. The galaxy had no idea what humanity had been doing all these years. Then the chamber lights flickered. A transmission forced itself into their system. Origin unknown, uninvited, undetected, unstoppable. A hologram of the human ship appeared again. But this time, a calm human voice echoed. "We asked for peace. You ignored us." The counselors froze. "We asked for respect. You mocked us." No one dared to breathe. "Now you will face what you tried to avoid." The hologram expanded, revealing hundreds of cloaked human vessels slowly decloaking behind the first. The chamber erupted in panic. The galaxy had just witnessed its greatest fear. Humanity was not alone. Humanity had a fleet. The council chamber was in chaos. Dozens of alien representatives shouted over one another, trying to understand the impossible. The hologram clearly showed it. Hundreds of human vessels decloaking across the edge of the Orion Arm. Humanity was never supposed to have a fleet. No records, no sightings, no construction logs. For years, they were ignored because the galaxy believed they lacked resources, technology, and power. Now that lie was shattering. Far across space, on a hidden observation station, Admiral Saran Hayes of the Human Continuum watched the unfolding panic with calm eyes. She had expected this reaction. The galaxy had underestimated humans for centuries. They never imagined humanity would disappear from politics, only to return stronger than ever. Her officers studied real-time data. "Admiral, alien fleets are mobilizing. Dozens of empires are preparing for conflict." Saran nodded slowly. "Of course they are. They fear what they don't understand." The lead warship, the same silent titan that first decloaked, moved into formation. It released a deep resonant hum, a signal to the entire human fleet. Massive engines lit up blue, glowing like stars trapped inside metal giants. On the alien side, emergency fleets scrambled. Battleships, dreadnoughts, cruisers, everything they could assemble. Yet even together, their combined force looked small compared to the human armada. In the Vraytech command bridge, Lord Zaltor trembled with anger and fear. "They hid this from us. How could humans build such power?" His advisor whispered, voice shaking. "Maybe they were never weak, only quiet." The galaxy's arrogance had blinded them. Humanity had grown in silence, advancing faster than anyone expected, waiting for the moment they would no longer be ignored. Then the human fleet transmitted a final message across every star system. "Stand down. You fired the first shot. We will end the last." The countdown to the first clash at Begu. Across the galaxy, every species watched as two massive forces approached each other in deep space. The United Alien Armada and the newly revealed human fleet. The tension was so strong that even the void seemed to tremble. Admiral Saran Hayes stood at the command deck of the flagship Eidolon. Her voice was steady. "Hold formation. They will strike first. They always do." Her officers nodded, though fear flickered in their eyes. Even after years of preparation, facing hundreds of alien warships was no small thing. Meanwhile, in the Vraytech flagship Dominion Spear, Lord Zaltor could no longer hide his rage. "Humanity will kneel. Fire everything." The alien armada unleashed the first blow. Plasma cannons, ion torpedoes, singularity missiles. Beams of every color tore across the darkness like a burning storm. The human fleet did not move. Instead, their ships activated a shimmering blue field, smooth, silent, and impossibly stable. The alien barrage hit the field and vanished. No explosions, no shockwaves, just complete absorption. Zaltor stared in horror. What is this technology?" Back on the Eidolon, Officer Lena spoke softly. "Admiral, They emptied their entire arsenal. Saran Hayes nodded. Then they will now learn. The human fleet responded, not with rage, not with overkill, but with precision. Dozens of human vessels launched pulses of white-blue energy, clean, controlled, devastating. The pulses did not destroy alien ships. They disabled them, engines dead, weapons offline, shields broken. Humanity was not here to wipe out life. They were here to show the truth. Across the alien armada, ships drifted powerless, silent in the void. Panic spread through every vessel. For the first time, the galaxy understood. Humanity did not rise for war. Humanity rose for justice. And the final judgment was still coming. The battlefield had fallen silent. Alien dreadnoughts, cruisers, and carriers all drifted without power, disabled but intact. Not a single shot from a human fleet had destroyed a ship. Humanity had shown strength without cruelty, power without chaos. Admiral Saran Hayes stood tall on the command deck, watching as alien vessels floated helplessly in the dark. "Transmit the final message," she ordered. A moment later, her voice echoed across every alien broadcast channel, every station, every capital world. "We did not come to conquer. We came to correct a mistake." Her words traveled like thunder. "For centuries, you ignored our calls for peace. You mocked our warnings. You struck first." Alien leaders across many worlds listened in shame and fear. "We could destroy your fleets, but that would make us like you." On the Vratek flagship, Lord Zaltor fell to his knees. The truth was undeniable. Humanity had the power to end them, yet they chose restraint. Admiral Saran continued, "You believed humanity was weak. You believed our silence meant fear." The human fleet brightened, thousands of blue-lit hulls glowing like stars reborn. But silence is not weakness. It is preparation. A long pause followed. The galaxy seemed to hold its breath. "We will now withdraw. But understand this. Humans will never be ignored again." The message ended. Then, one by one, the human vessels recloaked, vanishing into void like ghosts returning to the dark. No hyperspace flash. No engine roar. Just a quiet disappearance. Alien crews stared in awe. Their fleets remained powerless, but their lives were spared. For the first time in galactic history, respect replaced arrogance. Fear turned into caution. And the name humanity carried a new meaning, a reminder. Humans do not start wars, but they always finish them.